Hello, I'm going to give you a few minutes to share the link with as many people as possible because we have very important stories. So please share with as many. It's very easy to share. You shouldn't even be stingy at all. All it requires is for you to press somewhere, somewhere, and then you've shared it with everyone in your network. You see, we need to encourage you to do that. So I'm going to let you share with as many people as possible, and then we are going to get started. Okay. Today is Tuesday, I think. Is it Tuesday? What is today? Tuesday? Yes, today is Tuesday, and so we'll see once we get to about 200 on my count. Because I think the count that you have is different from the count that I have using the software that I have here. Okay. We'll see how it can go. Please share with as many people as possible. Now, you can. So we have about 138,000 followers of this Facebook page. Now I want you to listen very well so that we can do something about this movement today. We're already calling it a movement. Not sure. Anyway, if you invited just one more person, we could double this by tonight. So if the 138,000 of you invited just one more person, we could reach as many people as possible, because we are deliberately reaching. People will just know about this. There is nothing like that. Even Coca-Cola, the drink that everybody knows around the world, it still advertises. What about us? So we're advertising. So please, you are the best evangelists. You are the best. You are the best people to spread the word around so that people begin. They've already been liking, so that we get more likes, because it matters. Why should we imagine? No. Diva all the time. So please share with as many people as possible, first of all, and then invite people. How do you invite? So you go to your. I hope so you go to your. You see. Yeah, something went wrong there. Let's see. So how do you invite people? So you go to your Facebook profile, and then you go to my page, and then somewhere it will say invite people to like the page. Then you invite them, right? So you can just invite everybody who is your friend on Facebook so that they receive an invitation. Chances that somebody is going to like the page because they've been invited are extremely high, because they don't just stumble on pages. No. They see who among their friends is actually following a particular page. All right. So please do that. It's very important. And the whole reason why is because a page, it's just a page of knowledge. That's it. We don't have anything else to show. Here we just show our mind, our knowledge. That's it. There's nothing like that. There is nothing like that on this page. So the pages that show those, they are already full by now. Millions and millions of followers. So please do that. And if you can also send us stars, that will be good. Okay. Arsenal, let us watch Chelsea lose to Ria, then we can join you. No. Why? Why should we wait? You can do two things at the same time. You can multitask. Okumule Tamba Chelsea, Okumule for what we have to talk about. It's very important because we can't do without. All right. So we're going to take a few questions today. I do understand that there was a very big press conference that Honorable Edith Nawakwi was holding today. Apparently, she was going to tell us some new things about Mr. Haga in the Hichilema. Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. So she told us that she had these marvelous new things that she was going to reveal. So today was going to be the day on which she was going to put all cards on the floor. And then we, as the people of Zambia, were going to see how bad and how evil Mr. Hakainde Hichilema is. The press conference came, the press conference went. There was nothing new out of what she was saying. It was a repetition of the same things that she has always been saying. Ubufi and no mulomo. Two things. Because Ubufi, you can just rebut it. Number Ubufi and her continued desire to continue to wallow mulomo in things that do not concern her. At that press conference, we heard that she was alleging that Mr. Hakainde Hichilema has actually run away. Whether he has run away from his house, or he has run away from Lusaka, or he has run away from Zambia. That was the impression that she gave. And yet the gentleman, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, is actually in Lusaka, somewhere in Zambia. He's at his house and he's freely moving because he's a free citizen of our country. And so it is quite remarkable to see a person of Honorable Nawaki's stature get reduced. It's a very sorry sight. It's not something that really excites me, Oluse is what I can say of what I'm saying, because there is no rational explanation why Honorable Nawaki would reduce herself to this kind of behavior. Behavior go at the Filipanga mano. Sometimes umuntu nga yakutira level okushupa kuti mompera kwa somebody it's okay. No, but if they randa bana wakwe, even just basic logic tamuli. Just basic logic. If you want a connection between ideas, there is nothing. You see, that's why and so today's press conference has revealed nothing new. Okay, what do you think is new in what she said today? She's saying that she went and started investigating Lima Bank. And so she's investigating Lima Bank, and then as she's investigating Lima Bank, that's when she comes across the Hatembos family, and then she investigates further. She digs deeper. Yeah, wafia. She digs deeper, and once she digs deeper, that's when she discovers that there is some fraud that Mr. Hakainde Hichilema committed, as far as Lima Bank is concerned. But you see, it's very easy. When going back and searching into things, if you're going to it's very easy. What we need for people that are concerned about corruption, what we want is to see them bakalavane in the things that are happening now. You see? Because that you are trying to fight corruption of things that happened during the times of privatization, when Ms. Nawaki herself was a minister of finance of our country. So number iridia shidia privatization and corruption that took place during privatization. What is happening? Suddenly, how does this issue now become such a very big issue? And yet, in our time right now, we do have people that are corrupt, and they're doing corruption. They were giving 100 kwacha kusolwezi kukasemba. They are buying vehicles for their friends. And we are asking, where are they getting the money from? That's where investigations need to focus. Not to wiza turete rogu fiwa over that we should know this is something. This was the corruption that was taking place during the times of privatization. We are not interested in those things. If you're truly more interested, number one, they are corrupt. So and you fight corruption. Let us see you in action fighting corruption today. All right. She then mentioned and this is very interesting, that she thinks Hakainde Hichilema is a criminal and had stolen from land from the Hatembos. Okay, and so she's extremely concerned about having a leader who has stolen from orphans. Now, that That is remarkable. Only if, first of all, it is true. Secondly, it becomes remarkable only if we do not have in State House today a person who was suspended from practicing law because he stole a widow's money. So, when I say logic, okay, when I say logic, I mean, if you use an argument to support a certain premise, it's very simple. Tafiti complicated. That same argument can be used to support another premise that is similar to the premise that was supported previously. So, if you say that you cannot support Mr. Hichilema because he stole from the widows, then it follows that you can't support Mr. Lungu who stole from a widow. Now, if you say that you would support Mr. Lungu who stole from a widow, but you are not going to support Mr. Hichilema who is alleged to have stolen from orphans, it then gives us an idea that it is not the theft that is your problem. It is something personal. That is why what we are saying is, Ms. Nawakwi is not a person who does not like corruption. No. She's a person who has personally, personally. It has nothing to do with what Hichilema has done, because the same allegations she's leveling against Hichilema, they are the same proven things that President Edgar Lungu is alleged to have done to a widow. Was a lawyer. We lawyers. Okay, so people think that the lawyer's biggest work is to argue in court. No. Mama. If you're a lawyer, court, no coach to argue, that is not the primary duty of a lawyer. The primary duty of a lawyer is what is known as trust. T-R-U-S-T, trust. What this simply means is we lawyers hold a lot of property that does not belong to us. We hold it in trust for the benefit of others. That's why bank, we have trust accounts, clients accounts. The money that does not belong to us. Sometimes it's a lot of money. Vala to trust. That's why nangu ni company nangu ni kukoti. Gawaranda tishindalama tuwala shisungira kuisa. Ero nomba waranda ati tuwala shisungira kuli wa lawyer, because enchito yesu. It's a job of trust, not a job of just arguing in court. Wewe changera. Impression at kuya mukuchita argue in court at a lawyer. No. Lawyer kusunge fiabene. Lawyer. Okusunge fiabene. Okusunge chuma chabene. Nomba. Ba lawyer abali mu State House. Bali bachita suspend. Umulandu wako webati. Bali apachuma chabene. Baiba. Nomba. If Ms. Nawakwi is so concerned about these things, surely, if she's concerned about Ms. Nawakwi, again, to reach the double things, so again to sign. So nika commercial breaker. So if she's concerned about the things and theft and corruption and everything else, here is the question: why isn't she concerned about Edgar Lungu? Why not? Therefore, every one of us. Therefore, why isn't there any concerns about Edgar Lungu? Why is she suddenly concerned about Hichilema? It is because this has got nothing to do with her attitude towards corruption. That is just the truth. Because we will be confirmed by the Law Association of Zambia, a professional body that regulates lawyers. That perhaps explains why muli confusion muchalo. Because I'm a minister's bareva, permanent secretaries bareva, patriotic front supporters, they are all stealing. If you are concerned about theft, then why aren't you dealing with the thief in chief? So if I edit now, she is trying to fight corruption. She's not trying to fight corruption. She just does not like Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. And it is okay. But do not use your no fee and use the state. This is why the police are confused. Because Vakapokola, what are they going to do? Because Lelo, Miss Nawakwi, holds a press conference, makes all these allegations, and then puts the police under pressure. You always have someone in your command, and so because they are going to act on her directions. Inconvenience. But the other thing is, you can see if mumano ya muntu through what they say. She continues to say that Mr. Hichilema risks being arrested on nomination day. This is extremely serious. Vana wakwi abati Mr. Hichilema risks being arrested on nomination day. She does not use any other day. She does not say today. She does not say tomorrow. She specifically deals with the day of nomination. She is planting a very bad seed in our police, in our country. She is planting umupashi, uwakavundula, and confusion. So we are appealing to the Zambia police. Muike joku ikato mundule ya mkuimenina. Mukaleta fie chimfulungani ya mchalo. Okay, you see, this is not very complicated. It's common sense. An opposition leader so that you prevent him from standing is ridiculous. It does not make sense. So we don't expect the police will be arresting Zambia's leading opposition leader on the day of nomination. But that is the message that Honorable Nawakwi is trying to send. Again, we are appealing to Honorable Nawakwi to be, there is still chance. So we are asking bonfwe bakutike bekale panshi bapishemo penso mufyo barelanda. This is not something that we are making up. Amashiwi y'abana wakwi can lead this country into chaos. It's not because of corruption. It's because barefo prevent from standing. Clients, they stood no take. No one has even, no tribunal has even judged him to be guilty. Number if we tukane okweba teminine, it's not making sense. Tamuli logic. We are appealing to Honorable Nawakwi. Please stop. Stop agitating. Can you show Moody law? Stop it. That's the thing. What else can we say? What is legefio? How else can we say it? We are all not dandy crazy, so they to feel and we know. But legefio leka to a papa. To a kunkula wanawakwi, to a kunkula. Please don't lead this nation into war. It's as simple as that. If kondo yamba. Ifyakwebate muambo kuleto mulomo nobu fyuku bepesho muntu wakahere no mbachiteshani abale musapota nabo tebantu tebena Zambia yo what you went into Lima Bank where to investigate san if you are mwakosa po if you are Lima Bank if you are kale the corruption now it's so good abale teka bakabo alala it's so good abale yiba it's so good. Abalechta promise ama 6 million and cars malanji au bale wonfia ama helicopters no kupere chipere pere malanji chipere pere. It's all good. No mbokubikira munaba kote ba vice president, you know, abe nebali muri motoka bali fye wino very comfortable. mwaya beswire chibe tifumeni mwapepera nempia tareni nomba kabini mukuchita corrupt abantu. It's extremely terrible. Number, you want to go back to privatization. When you were, in fact, Minister of Finance. No. I think, first of all, to quite a free and fair elections in August, to be a pombi, I remember we look into how we privatized the country. Maybe in the FDFY. Pandu takwawa umupampamina no kupama. Because fimo vintu kuti waiwera mumamona because ubukaka no kupamo kwa bana wakwe kwapa pushe chalo iye ukupama no mupampamina uwa bana wakwe wapa pushe chalo wapa pushe sonde tuwa papa because takwaba this is not normal mama. Obsession. Umuntu kuti wabako obsessed. Mwarisha, if we're obsessed, no take of lungu. You know, I'm obsessive. Because tabale take up wino balungu. So kutu wakwata koka obsession agakuba turedi la kwa abantu turedi la kwe chalo. Fiapanga ko sense. Nomboku ba obsessed kumuntu usha take up ushire take. It's completely confusing. You know? Evo turera ndirati umupampamina no kupama no bukaka ubwa maywana na wakwe kwena kwapa pushe sonde isonde lyonse lya papa takwaba obsession ya msango takwaba kumuntu ushateka po quite right. He's been running for office many times tabawina quite right. Number, where is this obsession here kweba ati mpaka fie ati imini na mpaka fie webo nindo achita kanshi mutuwebe fie uyu mulandu mupishe pesa pamusula mutuwebe mutuwebe echo wamichita pantu ifwe tuwasanga mukufirwa. You know, we can't. Abamulebo mfyete Hatembos, they are completely innocent. I am my allegations bulan that ewa ibaka tuishi. Kanshinga yakutera kuli ifikolo pantu tuishi. Galakutera kuli ko ifikolo fimofyo aga inde hijilema amichita bana wakwe na tuwewe ni tuishi. And once you explain to us, Zambians are very reasonable. I think they will sympathize with you. No kumufunyapo HH pakuteko bakamufunyapo. Number, do not bring ayama reasons yabo fear that it's because you are fighting corruption. There is no corruption you are fighting. Epera. Kanshu yumulandu baupishe pesa, baupishe popoko bati tuishibe. No tukula tuangasha mano. You know? How many millions are we? 17 million Zambians. What tuaiche? Adults, big people, lawyers, doctors, engineers, economists, even political cadres. Naba grade 12, naba grade 7, naba grade 3. Bonse, ukula tuanga shakwana kani mutatutonton kanya. Mulesa baira, vivya kusabaira. Does that make sense? No. What we need is tell us something. If it muliko credibility, idia shirimori akobati, muliko something, you know, not if you are mule panga if into what this person is like this. Galaptira, kwa libako if you are lufianya, mutuebe. Tell us, that's it. That's why I always say, uyu mulumendo wakaere. Nangu bakulu, nde tatu mulumendo. Babali munjerereko. Wakaere. Mr. Hagainde Hichirema is innocent. If this gentleman had even done a little crime, inonshitanga badi paya mwebo ngabadi paya no kushika ngatuwali shika. Ero ba mutinta abepwa ngakale bapya. Na chiriyechi anda chi community house inonshitanga ni ngani nephew alipo. Ngayo tule tandalira inonshita at that community house ngabadi paya kale. This gentleman is innocent. That's why balefuailisha fifia kushikula. Okova pamuchite implicate. Now, how can we as a people say that that's okay? At yom kwai chitifie? No. If this election is going to be an election about ideas, let it be about ideas. Let it not be about lies, and witchcraft. Ubuloshi. Ukuya twika fyomuntu kumutwika. Ate euchitire. Uyu hichire mangala akutira na mfekana kankoko. Nianta puakana kankoko. Ngakale baipa. Nangu fima avere. Atonya kwa mavere. Inoshita ngawafia sa. Nangu akumiyako. Ngawafia. The whole reason why he's still walking today. Nicho wakaere is innocent. Now, lacking in strategy because economy yao naika, fionse fiao naika, balungu basanga ko a very convenient person to use to bring and breed confusion. Kubati bantu bareranda nechitonga, ale chitundunga techo benangu wachilanda shani. It doesn't make sense. Tafiwomba. Kanshi kuichindika fye. Ngata uli mutonga ero yowaya mukuipanga kona kali mupantu wa upo kubatonga nomba nishuri mutonga mulomo kanshi bala chiranda bwinu echitonga baleranda nomba nangulande shani chitondo ngata uli nishi tauli. You are a Zambian, quite alright, and one Zambia, one nation, but we twalo mulomo o akuna konde uitwale ko kalomo. No, leave them. Abene bene. Elo fia kubuko ta fiololo. Ne ifyo ta watch tire baka niwe bakesara ndati niwe walenga. Mayole fo kuipaya Tuebe ngole fo kuipaya. Tukuletere ati hichire moyo tuwaleta ipaya lia. Pantu we can't find any rational connection. Mwe na Zambia. Tukabatuwadira ayin bakayona wire. UPND, I think muka musende haka inde hichirema. Nokumutuika pamutwe. Muka batuwadire bana wakwi, muka batuwadire bakayona wire. Epera. Mukare imba nokuimba ati sense tubatuwadire abene bakayona wire bana wako. Pantu takuwa mupamba mina wa msango oyo. Mwabo mwali mwana po, tali mupamba. Mwali chimwana po echi, fiali chitika po. If ya kwe bati, mupamba mina umo wako bati, you can't even, awe kanshi, Mairo. Ngabuacha, ninjishiba, this is 22 hours ku Zambia, 22 hours kuchua Impala. So maironga bwacha imwe bonse ba UPND ndefu ya muka sensente haga inde hichire nokumukakira nokumuchita abduct ero muka mutwike pamutwe nokutuwalira bana wakwi balefu okuyona wira pantu uyu mupampamina wachira noma tuchitesha tusuminati yo mgwaye konkanyeni po. This is unacceptable. Mayewa Dorin Mwamba, abana wakwi, balefu ati mwevo, mubatuwalire bana wakwi, mubatuwalire hichirema. Basali amano. Mayo bana mutinta, mutuwerere ko, Bavyo tuleranda. Pantu chatu papusha. Mupamba owakweba ati okukosera popa muntu webo okupama kwati buloshi okupama auti mpaka fye afwe aho kanshi mairo toka musensenta noko batuwarire abene bakayona wire chikaleke nobukali ayin Limbefye bakofuaya. Kaingecho wakofuaya omuntu tali kumutuwalira. Lembi umutima kuti waikalako. Nechiraka. Pantu, how else are we going to explain this? Ndefo ya munje fuirisheko. How else are we going to explain this? Omu pampamina. Uamsangoy. How else are we going to explain this? It's extremely sad. This now brings us to the issue of sedition. Kanshiba, Honorable Emmanuel Mwamba, na balembera bakapokola. You see, chibereshi, mwamuna, bakapokola, ichibereshi, where anyone can just do anything to Inspector General Kanganje. Mugwai kanshi banjerere ko pantu nalipanga ko ka suggestion kuli bakanganje ko bati babule the paper where that letter has been written. Basende bakanganja ile letter. Baitwale ku Kabwata police station. Bakwebati bajabaka kama political prisoners. They can make very good use of that stationery. Apo balembere letter ba ambassador. Pantu tafile panga sense. Zambians have the right to criticize their government. No kusoka government yabo ko bati mumwe government if imule chitafika lete enkondo. That's a human right as a Zambian. Number uyo Dr. Sishuwa alitantika bwino pandus. Dr. Sishuwa is one of the most educated Zambians. Not to kusambirira to wasambirira. No. Ugugwa kwali umuwanjebera tukusambirira ko bekwa kulundikania. Mama. It's okay. In not to kusambirira nasambirira ne bokwa kulundikania. Dr. Sishuwa, one of the most educated elite scholars. So valitantika bwino batantika. Batantika bwino bebere. After August, there will be, if the government does not handle itself properly, it's reasonable ukulembefyo. No, bamwamba bena abati yote julembefyo. It's sedition, and it does not end there. He goes and reports, writes a letter to Inspector General of Police. Where Inspector General of Police, you are just receiving letters from everybody, both important and useless characters. One say they're just writing you. You investigate this one. And mainly, it's investigating people that are critical of the government. That is completely unacceptable. And we do not anticipate the Inspector General of Police is going to act on these useless demands. No. But again, sometimes it's not just about the Inspector General of Police. It's one of the cadre police who might think that what the gentleman from Addis Ababa has written is something that needs to be acted upon. Okay? We disapprove of this way of governing our country. We disapprove of this way of when the government, if you also alanda po, you report them to police, that is not normal. Tadi nga mwafiru woku teka kanshi tuwebeni kufumapo mpaka wataba koite kuwa mano na boba chiteshani na boba teke kwe chalo. And we can't be stranded. Why should we be stranded? Zambia was independent in 1964. We've already had 5 presidents, or is it 6 presidents? So why should we act stranded? Naba sambirira to alikwata. Ba grade 12. Bengi. 38,000 applications. Grade 12 applications that ECZ processed. Wengi. Why should we act stranded? So our PF ngabafi wokuteka kanshi bachiteshani bafumepo ngale bafumepo tubike tubambi epera ukuchiro kwe batonso muntu walanda kwa kantu ati it's sedition, it's a treason, it's kwana kalimo kwangala. Power in Zambia is very temporary. Just 10 years ago abali mu power lero, they were not in power 10 years ago. Fila chinja very, very quickly. So, kuba fe fair. Do not arrest a person unless they've committed a crime. Do not put people in jail unnecessarily. Do not detain people for 30 days when you can only detain them for 2 days. Just be fair. We are not asking for very complicated, give every Zambian 100 kwacha. That's not what we are asking. All we are asking is that every Zambian must be accorded their freedoms. That's it. Must be accorded their constitutional liberties. And what is that liberty? The idea that no Zambian should be detained in a police station, in a police cell, in a police toilet for more than is necessary. Is it too much to ask? You tell me. Is it too much to ask that Zambians should be imwanga mrefu wa tuika refie uyo Sishuwa tamwaka mukwanishe nandi tamwaka mukwanishe yo ifwe bokano mwasenda ero mwatula sa ero chirya mwala sa no kushika mwashika po aini dimbiero finga bombevyo noti lesa ali tupala atupela nakanwa akakulandira kwabalanda mwebwati yo once you speak out nishi to be sedition. What kind of nonsense is that? Ukulandira kwabalanda, it's sedition. Ukwebo obubuteko okwebati if you arrest Hichilema you are bringing war nishi, it's sedition. To say that this government is recruiting police from among Patriotic Front cadres, is that sedition? To say that the president's closest friends have been implicated in other countries in arms dealing, is that sedition? You tell me. You don't have to be UPND or anything. You tell me. You just have to be an ordinary Zambian. It is not sedition. It is opinions. Sedition, muntu wakoba taiselo alanda tapoka government. Nangwarera definitive yakoba finish to undermine the fundamental government structure of our country. Umusoja ayalanda tapoke chano. Ifya pala kwa ifyo. No TV yakoba tumuntu wachita criticize ubuteko atiyo mkwa it's sedition. No, it's not sedition. So mumuleke Sishuwa. Now tumona na statement from the Invest of Zambia. The Invest of Zambia communications chief Katuishi. Balesa bahira nabo. This is not how you cannot run a country by undermining its institutions like this. Ngabana ko kuteka. Nabachiteshari. Nabafumepo. Tubike po bambi. Okay? Do you have any questions? We've dealt with a lot today. I think the highlight for me is Tubatuwadide. Tubatuwadide, epera. Manamayo wa UPND tomorrow. They will abduct the church. Nokutuwadira bana wakwe. Muka yanso mule imba n'olwimbo. Kainge echo alefuaya kumutuwalira. Anyway. Daniel Kachera teti womfwe bamayo bana wakwe balino mpampamina. Yeah. Oh man. It's extremely bad. Bamusha umpampamina kwati chipobe. Yeah, the laughter. She will soon be history. The people using her will dump her. Yeah. Florence, what's with the desperation? How can an opposition fight another opposition like this? You know that there is an issue. Now, is horrible, disgruntled. Mulilo, yes. Umupampa mina chamunobe chibe chobe. Echo barefuaya. Batweba pamataba balire bana wako. Alakuwa aliyo bwafya kumataba. Umutendeke fi umwine ali kufamu amutamba. Bapuishanyega. Yeah. Only you doesn't see sense in this because mule asoko omuntu. It's okay. Mule bareka nabo bare umfwa. We only block people that are tribalist and false identities. Now I show that in the Mugote. Everyone just a block. Otherwise, everybody else is welcome. They are all good. Okay? But go on, show that in the Mugote. I'm blocking you. Pant ne mulumendo so sure. Ugunsta ukumbe pesha. At in the Mugote. I don't take that kindly. ya alabwavya ati kiki umulandu mupishe pamusula epela. Because why should we, the entire country being held hostage over useless allegations if yakwata tulepanga mo sense? Kanshi vatuweve vini vyachita. Nuti vivi yako kumubepesha omuntu awe batuwevefi nangwe chechiwe wene mukatuweve bali ala mukatuwevefe mwachita bantu takwaba omuntu asayima fyoko ambo kumibepesha obufu bwa musango ninshibali kanshi mufwire mwatulondolwera wino if yachitike in the 80s and in the 90s tuishibe naba neno abo mwaleya nabena ku University of Zambia to do economics mutwebe na ifwe tusali amano bantu it can't be takwaba yeah, her obsession is sickening. Every day it is the same HH issues. Yeah, she's quite obsessed. Yeah. The press day she had today has thrown everyone, journalists, under the bus. Yeah. Nakonde, because HH will be on the ballot and we'll stop that. Banana Wakwe, is she not married? Thank you. No, she's married. Yeah. She's married to Mr. Hambulo, I think. But why should that even be relevant? Why should we be talking about somebody's marito things? Gosh. But we read it, so that we stop all this embarrassment. Yeah. James C. Jerry, you actually believe her. Anyway, your typing is a distraction. Yeah. Who had the title at that time? The title to the farm? Katwish. All I know is Vyonze Fiabofi. Bavipangire fi. Vana wako eva tuero mulomo kukalomo. No nishibarenda nechitonge chabufi. Tekwisha kuibika hapo taori. Kuba very careful. Yeah. How we want to show what's wrong with this woman? Both have too much. Does she want to die with such hatred? What does Mama Walose mean? I don't think it's fair for us to say that she's Mama Walose. We need to stick to the topic at hand. And the topic is that her allegations are pretty unreasonable. I don't think Mama Walose is fair. Yeah. To be honest, I'm fed up. You're fed up with Ain. Yeah. Why is she keeping the Hatembos children at her house? Is this confirmed that she's keeping the Hatembos children? I don't know. Atipantu baluse. Atibaluse. Vamusha, it's regrettably sad for Nawakwi to be used like a wheelbarrow together with Tayari. It's pretty sad. Okay. All right. And so I did share my link if you want to come on, and then we can have a chat. Otherwise, thank you very much. Our page and our YouTube channel, they are open for subscription and liking and following and everything else. So please do so. We have everything for everybody. Of course, we don't have anything for the current government because they need to be defeated in August. Otherwise, this page is open for everybody. Share with as many people as possible, and then like people. Invite people to like us and to follow us. Okay, and send us stars as well. I've seen today that there's been no stars here. So I think Facebook wants you to buy stars from them, and then you send stars to this page. What do you think? I think this is for the diaspora. I don't think it's for us in Chiwempala. Buy stars from Facebook and then distribute them to me. Doesn't make sense. Egypt, they have a pool of information against each other. For me, this serves as a warning for those aspiring to ensure your past is clean. But if this state had anything on HH, there's nothing like the past is clean. What past? That HH did something bad? What? A crime? Ninjachtre. Harinyanta pagana kankoko. Angwaritonya komabere. Ain. Ifachtre. Is that the past you are talking about? The past age. Oh, Florence. Okay, I'll see it. No, those are not the stars. Those are not the stars, Florence. Okay. Now Akwi knows that she has lost it. Oh, and she will never be popular like HH. She underrated HH while in school. No. I think this is where we need to be very careful with politicians. I say it all the time. If HH governs in August, now Akwi will be one of the first people to jump the line. Go and say for Agatuchiruka now. Bakebukisha. If you Yangala as University of Zambia students, nephew Wombere during privatization, they are going to they are going to carry on. What we don't want is implicating the nation into squabbles that are just petty and personal. Yeah. About Tito Mboweni nanko. Likosapo pali Zambia. It's quite unusual for a minister of a big country like South Africa, the way he just comments about Zambia. Does Tito Mboweni have any connection with Zambia? Mweba chenjere. Does he? Yeah. The guy might be Zambian. I don't know. I think he's connected to Zambia somewhere because the way he speaks about it, it appears like he's really concerned about what is happening in Zambia. And what he said was true. The Zambian guy, and that's exactly what he says. But it's quite unusual for a minister to say that. But it's true. Everything he says is true. Nichofe, it's quite amazing. Mulomo. You're a finance minister, because a finance minister is like number 3 in South Africa, in government hierarchy, so number 3 or number 4. So it's a very top position, not only in South Africa, but world over. A minister of finance of South Africa is top. But if we're under Fiachine, if you take about fiscal responsibility and fiscal discipline. That is the problem. Yeah. So that's a little we can say. So Tito Mboweni used to visit Zambia. Yeah, but it appears like there is more. There is more, eh? It's somebody who lived here, but it's somebody who somehow, how are you support that? But anyway, I think if you are under Fiachine, tabale take up when over longo yo. Yeah. Yeah. It has nothing to do with their past. Yeah, there is nothing to do with their past. No. I think they knew each other from university. She was Minister of Finance when Mr. Hakainde Hichilema was just trying to find his way through things. Mr. Hichilema was involved in privatization as a consultant, just like several other professionals were, lawyers, accountants, economists, and all these people. They were involved in privatization. Professionals, the educated elite of the 90s, they were quite involved. The Zambia Development Agency was headed by a University of Zambia graduate who was like 35 years old. Imagine 35 years old. And so they were all involved. But to say that there was something evil about Mr. Hichilema's involvement is not being genuine, and that's why we are saying no. I mean, if somebody is committed to the fight of against corruption, fight it now. Something like that. Don't. Ramulenga. Are you there?
Complimenting whatever you share about why are they kept quiet? As if nothing is wrong.
Yeah, Ramulenga Mchan. We are losing people now. It appears like abantu baumfu alenlete nilyash
nachalanda njebere kwebati chinshi chilengere kwati abo obufuba kwalesa ngo pastor washipe ko Mzambia tapenda ngomodera ndapofye chitika because what is happening is not right. Jonse for yeso so my education ya kupanga kambuyiwa kwetemira ndibali mulonga echechi akwatemira ndibanga bali mulonga.
It's true.
It's not fair. It's not right.
I agree. I think if HH ngari panga omulandu inoshitanga bali not no kulonga ngabali ipaya. So ngabali ipaya. I don't think ariba guilty. Yeah.
We are Christians. Let the Christians stand and speak for us, please.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I agree. Yeah. No, I definitely agree. Wemukamba FDD, why do you think Bamayo do not say anything about the wrongs the government is doing? Yeah. There's a question here. With the enactment of the cyber bill, can the party push to prosecute Nawakwi under the provisions of the bill? No, I think the cybersecurity bill. So all the bells and whistles that people talked about the cybersecurity bill are not in the cybersecurity bill. People, the only concerns with the cybersecurity bill were the vague provisions in the law. Otherwise, you can't use it to do anything new, all right, or to prosecute anybody new. The same things that were crimes before the cybersecurity bills remain crimes after the cybersecurity bill. Yeah. I'm going. But Rose Limbrick, Leten Ilyash. Nachirandati, Mairo Bana Mayo, Baka Mutuike Church, no Tuarida Bana Wakwi. Panto, Oyumu Pampa Mina Wachiramu, Mlet Poshan.
Awe Pimolanda Mwashakwena, Piachine. Because, as a woman in a Panokundi, as a mother, and Wana Wakwefi Wale Chitakwena, I think in Gawali Kwatoro said because a lot of people in Zambia are suffering because for one person, if she's really love the country, Twalimona ministers Vaiva, Tawatalanda Nanguchimo, but how come Wakainde when Malefu Afyokuti Abavepa? Even myself, that's what I was even thinking. Who me at her week Pamutwe? Ma yo muntu yutwamiretera. Muchitene from Lefwaya. Because what is happening really, if the PF won the elections, Zambians are gonna suffer. Because I heard one of the cadres from Kafiwe, I'm not gonna mention the name, he was saying that as we fighting, because we know definitely when UPND won, we're gonna go to jail. So we have to fight as much as we can because they know what they're doing. And I asked friends, I said, oh, we know the people anyway. So what we're saying, for me, I feel so sad for Zambians. Keep on embracing Valungu and that tabakalya emisevo, tabakalya vipatala evishikwete umuti, tabakalya matogets. No, people, they need food. And if 5 years again comes, Zambia is gonna be like Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
So we keep on talking to the people to go vote, not sit at home. And keep on listening. This is very sad. Maybe the husband can talk to her. My wife, don't do this. Because
regarding ama spouses, it's a generation of women empowerment. Okay, Rose Limbrick, I think na Mr. Kokata. I think it's a generation of. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I think it's a generation of women empowerment. So we shouldn't expect Aba to be interfering with women, Mama.
But the other thing I can say, there is means of religious, and there is Bashima people. We know the Bashima people having ku Zambia. Why can they bring vana wakwi vana wakwi? Because sometimes people, they have mental issue. I'm telling you, I work with people whereby you don't know what's going on in the head.
Yeah.
You know? And people, they need help because really she's not herself. She's not herself. Because you can't be doing that. People, they have to really sit her down and ask her what is the problem. I feel so sorry for her. She needs prayers.
Yeah.
They can give her money. She's not gonna pay. That money is not gonna pay her because that money is just gonna go one day, or they promise her whatever they are gonna give it to her. But that's not for the nation.
Thank you, Rose Limbrick. As always, we'll connect with you. Okay, thank you. Henry Yamba. Mulipo. Yeah. Anyway, I think Henry Yamba, Leonard Kaula. Henry, are you there? Okay. I think that's all for today. We are at 57. Time flies very, very quickly. Tomorrow we might have a very exciting guest on our show, and we are still working on logistics because we just want to have a chat with her tomorrow. So we are going to look forward to that. Thank you very much for joining me today. This has been Elias Munsha on TV Bakwetu, right there, TV Bakwetu, from Calgary, Alberta, from Munsha Law Offices. Thank you for joining us. Please share our page, invite people to like this page. People are not just going to come on their own unless you are our agents. Won't say my agents. Each time go invite abanenu. Pokwa na watch the like. Na bena bale umfuako if you suma from this page. Why should you be selfish? You know? So let's invite as many people as possible. Thank you very much, and God bless you, and God bless our country.